Hey, neighbors, what's up? Hey, it's Stephen here. Man, I'm grateful I get to share with you guys a little bit about what God has been teaching me. It's centered around storytelling. I love storytelling. Storytelling has a power to it. It's magnetic. It brings people together, you know? It shares empathy, and then with empathy, you get to see people as human. You see these commonalities, you see cultural differences, which could be pretty cool, right, to one another. They say the shortest distance between two people is a story. But oftentimes, we don't travel that distance, unfortunately. It's because of several reasons. One could be, hey, I'm kind of to myself, and that's just who I am, and I really don't need other people. But we also know that God calls us into community and to engage others, right? That's a way we grow as a body and as a family. Here's another one. You know what? I got some issues, some trauma, some hurt that I'm wrestling with, and that's really burning inside. And I just want to stay away from folks, or in fact, I just kind of judge folks, and I kind of spew that hurt on others. As you know, you've heard hurt people hurt people. Another one could be, hey, I'm a people pleaser. And I do want to bridge the gap, but in bridging that gap, I don't really bring my full self to it. I kind of do what I need to do in order to please that person in front of me or say whatever. And that's not what God called us to, as he said, you know, we are to serve him, not man. So it's several things in that pot I can imagine. But here's what I've been trying to say. Like, how do we bridge that gap? How do we narrow that hole in a way so that we could be good news in the neighborhood? And I think Ephesians 6 has something to say about that. I think a lot of it has to do with our own wrestles, but these wrestles are not against flesh and blood. It's not against those people. It's not even against your own, it's against principalities. It's a spiritual warfare. It's against wickedness and evil in high places. So how do we fight this battle? Well, Ephesians 6 tells us this. It says that, man, we are to put on the full armor of God, and we stand firm. And what is that? That is our helmet of salvation. That is our breastplate of righteousness, right? That's our sword of the Spirit. That's us girding or putting on the belt of truth. And lastly, man, the feet of peace, the feet of good news, being good news in a neighborhood, bringing peace to others. And in that, what we see is this: when we begin to war and prayer, when we begin to read our word and become transformed by the renewing of our minds and seeing our hearts of stone become hearts of flesh, man, you will be surprised the people you engage and how they impact you and even how you impact them for the goodness of the kingdom. So I don't know, that's still something I'm processing through and wrestling with, but man, I do see a lot of this in scripture. So man, I'm grateful to share that with y'all. I hope man, that hit home somewhere with someone. But man, thanks for listening. Peace. Your boy's out.